Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's Learning Circle content on digital literacy. Here in the Microsoft Office Specialist program, once a month with our Learning Circle, we like to focus on digital literacy tools, which is just applications you can find out in the world that will be helpful to you as you pursue your studies. Today, we're going to talk about all the cool things you can do with a free Zoom account. So let's get started. First thing you have to do is download the app. You'd be surprised how many people have a Zoom account, use their Zoom account, attend Zoom meetings, but have never downloaded the app and therefore aren't aware of all the cool things that you can do with your free Zoom account. So let's go ahead and download that app. This is the web address. The first thing you'll need to do is open up a browser and go to zoom.us. It'll take you to a screen that looks like this one. Your next move will be going to this Resources tab here at the top of the screen and clicking the drop-down arrow to get the Zoom client download. You'll click this button and exe will download to your desktop or to your downloads file. You'll double click it to open it and that will install the app for you. We do want to mention though, while you're here, if you have some time, check out these video tutorials. Zoom has a really deep bench of learning content that you can access. If you ever wanted to know more about how Zoom works or things you can do with it, I'd encourage you to check out these video tutorials. So once you have the app downloaded and you're ready to go, you will double click the app to open it. You will log in using your username and password that you generally use for a Zoom call, and you will land at a home screen. Looks like this one. Now, even if you have downloaded the app and you have used some of these tiles and functions, many people have not moved beyond the home screen. But what we're going to focus on today is using the instant messaging feature, the chat feature within Zoom. And in order to do that, you're going to move over to the Contacts button here at the top of the screen. Once you're on the Contacts page, your screen will look like this one. I am starting from scratch here, so I haven't set up any contacts yet, and I am just using a free Zoom account like everybody else. So in order to get started, you are going to want to move to this little plus button right here. You click this button, and a menu pops up. We are going to start with the Add a Contact option right there at the top. As soon as you click Add a Contact, this new window will pop up and you will be invited to type the email address of the person whom you want to add as a contact in Zoom. So I went ahead and added my daughter because she can't say no. You'll type in that email address and then you'll click Add Contact. Previously, your screen looked like this, with no contacts available in it. Once you add somebody as a contact, it will look more like this. This My Contact screen will replace what I'm seeing here. And you will, if you expand the little arrow next to external, you'll see a list of all the people that you have sent contact requests to. A note about Zoom security. People can't just chat you. They can't just message you because they know your email address. You need to actually invite them to be one of your contacts, and then you can begin using these functions. And the same goes for the reverse. So if you want to chat with somebody, you have to invite them and they have to accept you before the chat function comes online. So that's kind of a nice feature security-wise. What happens next is that you will see on the My Contacts screen that you have a contact underneath external, and then under the chat here at the top of the screen, you will see that you now have an indication or a notification that something is happening. So we will click on this chat button here at the top to see what's going on. Over here on the right where you see the smiley face, that's the message pane. That's where you'll see the conversations once you start having them. This black sidebar on the left lets you keep track of and navigate all your contacts and all of your messages. So you'll see that something has happened on the contact request front. Let's investigate. So under contact requests, I click on this and now you can see that Claudia has accepted my request, which is great. If I want to start a conversation with her, I can just use the start chat button right here underneath her accepting my invitation. So once you have people who've accepted your invitations, you can start chatting. It's easy to click that Start Chat button, or under this Recents list in that left sidebar, you'll start to see a list of people that you've had recent chats with. So a couple of things you can do here. Number one, you can use that Start Chat button to get going. Number two, if you find the person here in your Recents list, down at the bottom of the screen, there is a field where you can click and type. So I decided to start typing a message to Claudia. Good morning, thanks for helping me out. And that is right down here. You'll notice there is no send button anywhere on here. In order to send a message, you type it and then you just hit the enter key. So you got to be careful there, because as soon as you hit enter, whether you meant to or not, that message is off into cyberspace. A few things to look at in this part of the screen. First, you have these three buttons right here, right along the top edge of the typable field. You can send someone a screenshot. So if you're trying to figure out what's going on, you want someone to see your screen, you can send them a picture of your screen. File, you can include a file. If you want someone to look at a Word doc or an Excel spreadsheet for you, you can attach a file to them and send it to them using this file button. Or you can also record an audio message and actually tell them a message like you'd send them a voicemail. On the other side of the screen over here, we have the emoji button. So if you are a big fan of the smiley face, the thumbs up, the clapping hands, you will find it over here. If you want to have a chat with somebody who is not in your recents list, you can use this plus button right here to create a new chat. And when you click a new chat, you'll be invited to type the person's name from your contact list, and that will bring up that person and you may begin a conversation with them. Another thing that you can do, and I think this is a really cool function, if you mouse over someone who is in your recents list, you will see this little white drop-down arrow on their blue highlighted name. This little drop-down arrow does not appear unless you mouse over their name. So make sure you mouse over their name, and then when you click that arrow, this menu will pop up. And the Meet with Video is the function that I really want to point out right now. Sometimes when you are chatting, you get to the point where you're typing and typing and typing and you think, I should just call this person up. I should just talk to them. It would be so much easier. If you want to do an instant Zoom call, like invite them to a video chat right now, you can click this Meet with Video button. If you just want the chat part without the video part, you can choose Meet without video, which is the option just underneath. And I think that this is one of Zoom's coolest features that not that many people know about. So I encourage you to exchange email addresses with someone in our program, add each other as contacts, and start using this Zoom function. Just kind of practice with it. It's really great practice for interviewing, any kind of peer review, and then just keeping in touch with people. And it is, like I said before, a feature of an absolutely free Zoom account. So we encourage you to use this in any way that you think is going to help you with your studies, and let us know if there's anything that we can do to help out. Otherwise, have a great day, and we hope to see you at a learning circle sometime soon. So that's today's Learning Circle content. Have a great week, and let me know if you end up using any of this and how you do. We'd love to know how it's going for you.